Just gonna be right back. Okay. No 500 gold, but you can get some magic. There you go. 4.16. See you guys soon.
Supsel said, "Ew, yo, yo, peoi, pio, yo, yo, wow, oh, wow, oh, well, oh, well." Bro, why not said, "Wake up, Mr. Gwyn, Mr. Gwyn, Mr. Gwyn, Mr. Gwyn." Supsel said, "Honk, honk, 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 honk." That's the honk alarm, time to wake up. Honk, 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 honk.
In Britterball said, wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Call my name and save me from the dark. Wake me up. Bid my blood to run. I can't wake up. Before I come undone, save me. Save me from the nothing I've become. Now that I know what I'm without, you can't just leave me. Oh, oh, oh. Breathe into me and make me real. Make me real. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. I can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Call my name and save me from the dark. Wake me up. Bid my blood to run. I can't wake up. Before I come undone, save me. Save me from the nothing I've become. Britterball said, so how were your weekends?
Zoopsel said, so, wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have 2 hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is a prize. Love is...
Brittleball said, wake me up before you go. Go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. Go. I don't want to miss it. When you hit that high, wake me up before you go. Go. Because I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up before you go. Go. Take me dancing tonight. I want to hit that high. Yeah, yeah.
Zoopsel said, here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are as my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends, like my father's come to pass. 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends.
This is Fernando Miguel. He is really good at dancing.
Porcium has learned to dance.
Supsil said, "Thank you for learning to dance." Soapway said, "We gather today to mourn the loss of Goidlify, a soul of profound puigness, one who carried both depth and quiet intensity in all they did. Their presence was like an echo in the wind, subtle yet resonant, leaving an imprint on those who truly listened. In their silence there was wisdom, in their words a weight that lingered beyond the moment. Though Goidelify is gone, their essence remains, a reminder that true impact is often felt, not loudly proclaimed. Let us honor their life by carrying forward the quiet strength they embodied. Rest in peace, Goidlify." Brewynot said, Supsa City, oh, Megadega 1 said, "We are gathered here today, so rejoice in the fact that Goidlify's reign of terror has come to an end. No more coffee breaks, no more pain and fear. It's over. The only imprint he left was the one of his fat ass in the chair. So let us say a prayer that he shall never return. Hire me for funeral speeches, please." Soapway said, "We gather today to honor Goidelify, whose life exemplified profound puigness, a deep, heartfelt intensity that touched us all. Their presence was a poignant reminder of the power of quiet strength and sincere emotion. In moments of joy and sorrow, Goidelify's genuine compassion and unwavering support were a source of comfort and inspiration. Their ability to connect with others on a profound level created lasting bonds and cherished memories. As we bid farewell, let us carry forward the legacy of Prigness that Goidelify embodied, striving to live with the same depth of feeling and authenticity. Rest in peace, dear friend.
Hey guys, I'm back. What's happening? What did I miss? I missed everything? Oh shit, that's a long TTS. What the f- Okay, wait. Let me just
Soapway said, Goidelify, renowned for their profound pureness, passed away yesterday at 68. Born in Amsterdam, they captivated many with their deep emotional resonance and quiet strength. The cause of death remains under investigation. Goidelify is survived by a spouse and 2 children. A memorial service is scheduled for Friday at 2 p.m. at Westerkerk, Amsterdam. In lieu of flowers, the family requests donations to the Puignes Arts Foundation.
So what's up? You know, besides my memorial. Switch to this one second. Okay. I want to listen to the one that Bro Y sent there. Holy shit. No nude. So sorry, Shay.
Supso said,
Wait, what the fuck? This now? Wait, did you refund it? Oh shit, man. I'm just turning off my SFX until it's gone. I'm not gonna listen to that. Ain't worth it. Yeah, I can't remove it. I don't have the I can mute the sound for myself so I'm not hearing it, but I might have to up the cost of TTS because of this. Did I up the cost, maybe? Did I just remove the ability for TTS maybe for the day? No TTS today, perhaps, as punishment. 1k newts. Yeah, maybe that's more fair. Okay. Well. Anyway. So yeah, I was gone there, but I'm back now. And yesterday I was working on adding the clothes to Penguin Heist. I didn't finish doing it, but I did good progress. So all the enemies are now working in Penguin Heist with the new clothing system. The player itself, the clothing store, what isn't working, and the vehicles I also fixed, but what isn't working are all the mini games. And once I fix all the mini games and some of the like post corpses, like there are some levels where you have like knocked out, like permanently laying down bodies and stuff. Those need to get switched, and some like bartenders and stuff like that. When they've been switched, the I think the mannequins also. Then Penguin Heist can be updated with that. It's gonna be very nice. But then, you know, my goal is maybe to try to, maybe on the weekends or afternoons, like after work, I can like tinker a bit more with Penguin Heist to not leave it so much in the dark, but yeah. Yeah. See you, so boy. In any case,
This is Fernando Miguel. He is
Detective
really
Penguin.
good at dancing.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow.
7 has learned to dance.
FFF 04. I just need to open TikTok so I can see when I get like gifts and stuff. You know what? I'll take Mirror Never Lies over TTS any day of the week. Any day of the week. Yeah, Sweden's got, or I guess some regions have, what's it called? Port thing. Well, I can mute the Mirror Never Lies guy, so keep that in mind. I have no qualms about muting it for myself. You guys will have to suffer through it. I can't start my day with Mirror Never Lies and getting spam attacked. I can't. It's unreasonable. I can handle it later in the day when I'm more mentally prepared. But I need to start on a good note. Why was I gone? I was doing a bunch of stuff. The thing is, I was setting up Penguin Pet since like early in the morning. I was trying to get it working because I changed one small thing, or two small things. You can see there's now like black outlines and shit. And I changed like some balancing, and I also made myself automatically blink, so I don't just blink like when I blink, but also when this auto blinker triggers. So yeah, I set that up, and things just went friggin' haywire. And I just sat there trying to fix this problem for like ages. And then by the time I was done, well, can I wink? Not yet, no. I need to expand the...
This is Fernando Miguel.
Oh, another follow.
He
Thank you
is
so much.
really good at dancing.
Coop has learned to dance.
Boop. I need to expand the capabilities of the model to allow for blinking like that. I don't know, it's like what I'm using to capture my face only captures... Well, it can capture blinking left and right, but the thing is it doesn't send those values. It only sends the values if those left and right blinking are actually triggered within the model. But the thing is, I cannot trigger it within the model within the software, but I can do it in Unity. So maybe
Britterball said, okay, na Timoteo Kinzatizia,
No,
Canada Stantinisiantas is Nintas,
Muting my
Mountainance and
audio.
Canathy tips and Kiss Tia, Tias Barkham State, Santita, say skatiness and
let's raise the price of TTS, people. We're back.
When, where, who, where is where, whoop up, where, walk away, whoop up, whoop up, where they will,
Can't have this.
well, boy, what the what the will, my well, I do think him ready for a scream. Ah,
Hello, Takis. The text-to-speech. Let's put it on 200. I think that's easier. People earn 220 points per hour on average. Okay, yeah, then 200 is okay. Good. Okay, anyway, we're back. You love Penguin. I love Takis. Okay. So what we were doing. Okay, just a second. All right, let's see here. So W, yeah. What I was saying earlier was last week we were finishing up the side quest with the timer, with the wife who killed the stunt Gwyn. And we were fixing up the bugs relating to how they were positioned as well, like how they were teleporting and such. So what I'm thinking is I want to add one thing, which is some music. I want to see, like, for the timer, I was thinking maybe we could, like, throw in the... Your name is Jordan? Awesome. We have the audio, music, but then I think there's, like, combat, right? So we could do... Jordan like the shoe. Good point, not gonna lie. Oh, neat. Do we have this one as the timer music for what, like, when you're running against the timer? I don't know, it's gonna be placeholder. I'm gonna ask that fish to make a new one for the timer, but... I don't know, you guys probably can't even hear this, can you? No, you can. I don't think that's the one. No. The countdown tune? Yeah, I think probably the first one's the most accurate. I think these are all getting into more like tropical, yeah. Oh yeah, what a banger. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know, man. I think Combat 2 does sound like Combat. Like there, it's very different because the thing is, like, not all combat moments are as engaging. Like sometimes you're getting multiple enemies coming at you. Sometimes it's just one, like you in a corridor. And if you listen to like Hitman combat music or something. Yeah. Like this one's obviously very intense. But like this music here, this doesn't necessarily sound like in combat. This could be like caught. Because there isn't even like, you know, there isn't that driving beat. Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing with like Metal Gear Rising, or is it Metal Gear Revenge? No. What is it? Metal Gear RR? MGRR? I don't know what MGRR is. Is it Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Is that the full name? But yeah, the thing is, those games discriminate between being in a stealth scenario and being in a combat scenario. In Penguin Heist, the AI isn't that sophisticated, so we don't really do that. So for us, it's an on-off switch, right? You're either in combat or you're not in combat. And I don't think we're super interested in delving deep into like discriminating between what is like, unless we do like some severe major AI overhaul. But at this moment, we don't really have that data. And the thing is, we have to sort of strike the tone of, okay, not all combat scenarios are like all out. Some are like genuinely more like this, you know, sort of like. I don't know. I think it works. I like it, but I think I want to use this one for the timer though. But it's also like games like Metal Gear Solid and those like similar games have very, you know, they have entire teams dedicated to working only on the music. And they have entire teams working only on the AI. We are two people who have to do everything, which leaves us sort of having to take those decisions. What do we think is worth spending time on? And how much time do we think we might spend on solving this problem? So for me, I do want to make the AI better for sure. But I don't think I want to ever strive for perfection with the AI, because I don't think we're gonna achieve that in a reasonable time frame. And besides, it's like, you know, I don't understand necessarily like how you would solve it, because at the same time you have some people who go into the game and they're like, this game is too difficult, this game is way too difficult, and then other people who are like, this is too easy, this is like Hitman but bad. And it's like, which audience do we want to cater to? Do we care about these people? Like, some people are completely fine with the AI. They just want to walk up to it, they want to shoot it in the face, and that's it. Other people, they want the AI to be a challenge. They want the AI to think for itself. They want it to go investigate and track you down when you've done something. You know, they want to do all these things. And it's like two completely different groups of players. Some people want to go in and be all tactical. Some people want to go in like flippers, swinging left and right and just punching down the AI. Right now, I would say we're way more catering towards the casual audience. But I guess if you enter the game thinking you're going to get some sort of hardcore Metal Gear Solid experience, then that's not really what you're going to get. Yeah, I guess maybe it is uneven in its difficulty. Maybe that's a problem. For sure. But yeah, that's a problem for when I go back to working on Penguinized a bit more. Right now, I'm trying to just be all in Detective Penguin. Although, like I said, I've been spending some weekends and afternoons working on transferring the clothes. In any case, so the timer, I think I want to add like a, what would it be? It would be the, isn't it music or something? Yeah, I mean, I hear the same thing about like military base, for example. But the AI there is like super densely packed and stuff. I don't know, the big problem is that because the AI is physics-based, we can't do as many shortcuts with how they move around. And that would be the fundamental thing I would change. If I was gonna like rework the AI, I would make it so it's more semi-physics-based. And another problem is we can't always simulate all AI at all times. Because of networking issues. So there are a bunch of constraints that we have to work with that a traditional game would not have to work with. Like just climbing up ladders and moving around is a big struggle when your character is like a floppy AI with like physical feet. So many things become much less obvious. That's the musical library though. Player. And then we want to have a private bool is locked. So we want to be able to lock the music player, and then we queue up the chase music. What I would do is keep the current AI enemies, they work fine, but maybe rework the stronger enemies like Lord, since it kind of makes sense that normal grunts are stupid and weak, but people like Sif that are more little demons should obviously have more advanced AI. Yeah, I don't know, because it's like, I think one struggle is, and this is also a comment that some of the more hardcore players have, and less of an expectations for the casual players, which is you go into an enemy base, you kill all the enemies, and now you can explore safely, which people don't think is necessarily as engaging as having like the looming potential danger always above you, which is what we added with the reinforcements. But then endless reinforcements was also not fun, so we capped the reinforcements, and then the same argument comes where you can just kill every single enemy, kill every single reinforcement, and then you're good. So it's also sort of like, how do you solve that in a way that becomes satisfying to the majority of people? And we don't really know the answer to that at this moment. Because I wouldn't say that there is a game quite like Penguin Heist in terms of the level design, right? We're doing something that is quite different and unique, I would say. Where it is a shooter, but it is also a collectathon. It is a casual sandbox, and it is exploration heavy. And it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that there is a game that would have physics based and stuff. I don't know. Does anyone know any game that? Yeah, I think maybe what we should do is make that the easy difficulty should be really easy, but anything beyond that should get like really progressively harder. Well, so the reason why Pongton is even difficult is because I was the one who designed it and not that fish. I made the corridor shooting aspect is what I love. And what that fish basically never does in his levels, like he likes landscapes, he likes open things. So he makes big wide open levels, and like when I go in, I compensate for the fact that he never makes corridors. The only thing I ever tell him every single time is like, make something that's like the base in research in military in research station. Well, the amount of enemies is the problem. We can't really do that because of networking. Like, again, we are pushing the limit of the amount of enemies we can possibly render, which is a networking issue. I would like to optimize that somehow and synchronize more enemies. But reinforcements would be the thing mostly that difficulties would affect if we're unable to do that. Anyway, play song. If is locked, then we return. And then public void that is locked. Yeah, I think it's that there are majorly there are two things we have to balance, right? One is the physics end. We can only have so many enemies until the game starts slowing down because of the physics engine. We can only have so many active enemies, I should say. We could have an endless amount of enemies in the map, provided that the map is large enough. Which is, like, for example, in the Nile, we can have, like, an insane amount of enemies. And we do. And the level is fine. It was terribly optimized before we optimized it to support the amount of enemies it did. But now it runs fine, I would say. I wouldn't say I notice any massive performance issues in the Nile anymore. And the second is networking, which is how many enemies can we actually network at the same time to so many different clients as we are. And also the other question is then, what do we want to network as well? Which is what allows us to optimize things. But yeah, if you guys know any game that would be sort of comparable to this, because I thought that when we were making Penguin Ice first, that we were making something that someone had done before, but the more I work on the game, the less I see the less I see games that actually do the same. And I'm surprised that still so many years after, there really isn't one that is exactly quite the same. But maybe that's because we're doing a concept that no one wants to do, but... Like multiplayer shooters, tons of those, but sort of the open-ended nature of Penguin Heist, I don't think... Because that's the thing with, like, Human Fall Flat is, like, big open-ended levels, but at the same time, like, there's a linear path, sort of generally you can go through. Sometimes you have, like, different approaches you can take, but... I feel like we definitely embrace that, but in the context of a Penguin game. Shooter game, not Penguin game. But definitely also Penguin game. Yeah. Okay. Normal shooters to be too restrictive and stressful. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, you know, again, when I say it's very difficult to find which audience do you cater to, it's also like most people, I would wager to say at least like 80% of people don't play Penguin Heist because they want any sort of difficulty, right? And I think the reviews tell us as much as well, like in terms of what amount of people actually make comments saying that this game is too easy. Most people do not play the game because they want a challenge. They just want to mess around with their friends, look at penguins flying, you know, off the screen when they blow them up, set them on fire, use like the friggin' jetpack and whatever to do whatnot, drink Pongus Cola and run super fast, and look at the funny physics glitches. Like, I think that's what people want more than advanced AI. But at the same time, you don't want to have every single enemy be a pushover, right? I don't know. It isn't obvious to me. But I feel like the best thing I could do is make the AI at least more lifelike, a bit more reactive. Like, people love that, and still to this day, this is like the number one thing people say they like, is when you aim a gun at a civilian and they raise their flippers like, oh no, don't shoot, you know? That's the thing that people like, you know, they love the sort of reactive nature. And I could imagine the same thing, you know, if you're killing like two guards, you kill the other guard and the other guard screams because he's like, oh no, you killed my friend, you know, sort of like that. Sort of more reactive AI. And I think that would be more oppressive than like good AI. Like when the enemy spots you and newts, or walks up to a dead body or whatever. Like those kinds of things. Yeah, you want flight school. Flight school will come. Mm, I'm gonna open folder. Yeah, okay. Okay, so at the here we can cue song, chase, and then lock music. And then unlock music. But then we'll also do should we cue? Okay. And then timer. Music player dot unlock music. Gonna give this a try.
Bro Why Not said, okay, just played both Research and Pongton. So now I will say what I think makes Pongton harder. Number 1, enemy placements. The enemies appear in groups and almost guarantees that you get hit while taking them out. Front 2. Enemy movement, IDK, if this is intentional, but the enemies are really good at dodging the bullets. But 3. The design of the map makes the reinforcements brutal. They appear while you are in the middle of the underground lab and come at you from all sides, basically surrounding you.
But would you say that Pongton is difficult in like a satisfying way, or is it like in an unfair, I'm just being enemy spammed at this point way? Because that's the thing that I can never properly balance that on my own. Lin, you bought my game. Very nice. Yeah, so with the ammo refills and stuff, um, it is a bit of a problem because like some equipment, like for example, say Pongus Cola or
This is Fernando Miguel. He is really
I don't know, the
good
more
at
silly
dancing.
weapons.
Linarlinalin has learned to dance.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Lin. Um, yeah, I don't know, because the infinite respawns means that, you know, you want to have access to enough restocks. And it's like, how do you balance the resupplying? I don't know, like, I think it's boring for sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so more grouping of enemies basically is the big thing because yeah, the one-on-one, you just headshot them and they're gone. Yeah. That is true. That is true. And that's the thing with corridors, it also allows you to like do more logical grouping of enemies that you wouldn't otherwise do in like an open space. Like the thing with an open space, you have so much more surface area that you need like covered by enemies. And again, we have to optimize for how many enemies can fit. And if we have a freaking massive space with like a bunch of crates maybe, or stones or rocks or whatever blocking the path, I'm like, okay, I'll put one enemy behind that rock, one enemy behind that rock, one enemy behind that rock. So every single route is like some sort of obstacles. Yeah, have enemies be prepared, sort of like ready to jump you. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I do want to look over, because at the end of the day, the game is a shooter. It is a shooter, and it's like I don't think I should ignore that. Which it often feels like I do. Not just to the players, but to myself. I do want to think of like some reasonable way to I don't know. Not make everyone happy, but make the most people happy. And I think the most people would expect a little bit of shooter action somehow. And if you can make like the shotgun penguin is like a hilarious encounter, because it's like so out of nowhere. You have this penguin with a shotgun that just blasts your ass, and it's like people laugh at that, but they don't laugh when you have like 10 infinitely spawning reinforcements. Like there's nothing fun or funny about that. And it's the same with Sif. Like that's also like he's such like an overpowered boss fight in some sense, unless you like exploit him, which is basically what the game is asking you to do. But it's also like sort of out of nowhere we introduce this concept of boss fights that will just blast your ass. Same with like the cowboy hat Logan. Ah shit. Yeah, the music completely fixes a lot of stuff. But we just need more like that. The sad song doesn't fit the theme. So. I don't know. I want to have like more enemies that have like automatic weapons, but I need to set it so they can't just spray you endlessly. And I want to improve the aim of enemies, because right now they are kind of ass. You can easily just strafe every single enemy and you won't ever die. That's an issue. But it's also like, you know, in like the Souls-like games, when you run into a trap, that just shits on you and just kills you. I think that's fun. As long as you can then avoid it when you're aware of its existence. Like in Dark Souls 1 with the freaking boulders that run down. I don't know, maybe I should add more like unfair traps, because like the spear traps that you can face in like the Nile, I don't think they're as fun as something that just, you know, completely obliterates you the first time around, and then you're like, okay, I know this exists now I can avoid it. It creates for more fun moments when you don't just get speared. Like, the spear traps are kind of uninteresting in that sense. It's the same with like one of the most clippable moments is when you go into the security room and you get blasted from the like when you walk into the lasers in the key room. Damn. Kind of boring one today. Rude. Okay, I think that should do it. Although I wonder... Well, it wasn't a break. It was more like I thought I was okay to start the stream, but then I wasn't. Okay. And besides, like, the only one I feel pressure from to start the stream is First Penguin Lord. Because First Penguin Lord needs to play Penguin Pet. Otherwise, I wouldn't start the stream early. I don't feel pressured by you guys. But First Penguin Lord, he scares me. You know he's already tapping his watch 7 a.m. Freaking 5 a.m. sometimes. Even though I have a schedule now, he still taps his watch. Maybe he was high on edibles. But do you also notice that the smoke looks better now? The smoke is actually transparent. I fixed that. The smoke from the chimneys by the forge. So, okay, I think that is like roughly it for that side quest, unless there was like a path that I didn't fix. Okay, let's just walk through it, because you had... we'll just walk through the dialogue options, because the thing is... Pineapple pizza. True, Wyatt, true. What the Sigma? Um... Yeah, right. Okay, that's the two ways you can bring the... I guess we'll just play it from start to finish. And we'll play the two routes and just see if it works. Wait, disguised and then caught. Yeah, here, ask Dr. Fish about the... So tell Dr. Fish your plan failed. Okay. Also, I wanted to change, so there are some parts where the game says temple. But we should replace it with... we should replace temple with movie studio, but maybe I already did. Because these are all prefabs, they're not text references. No, here. Unity partnership behind Controversial Studios. I think those are the only references to the... Yeah, okay. So let's delete our save. Or I guess no, I have a save just up by the start of the crash, so that should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, so first playthrough we'll do the disguise route. See, this I don't understand either quite why they're... do you guys have any idea for another side quest? Or actually, maybe we shouldn't do the side quest right away. We should add the credits and save file manager. Missing cat. There's this one one quest in Oblivion I like, which is called a rat problem. And the way it works is this woman says she has like these foul creatures in her basement. And you're like, ah, don't worry, I'll deal with it. And from the name of the quest, a rat problem, you'll assume it's rats. But you go down there, and there are rats in the basement, but there are also these cougars. And the cougars are attacking and killing the rats. So you realize quickly that, oh, she's talking about the cougars in the basement. So you kill the cougars. And the rats are like her pets, apparently. And then you go upstairs and you talk to her again. And you're like, oh yeah, I took care of the cougars. And then she's like, yeah, someone's bringing these cougars into my basement. Oh, hello. Hello, Samuel. Bringing these cougars into her basement. And then you have to, like, go outside. And you find, like, there's someone laying, like, steaks or venison or whatever, like, outside her basement. And the cougars are, like, digging in through the basement wall and going in there to like eat the rats or whatever. And then you can like follow like this guard outside of town and find like the place where the cougars are sleeping and stuff. Maybe it was pumas, I don't know. But that's a fun quest because the introduction makes you assume that it's going to be one thing, but then it turns out that it's another thing. I don't know if you could work that in with, like, you know, save the cat quest that is not a cat. It's a potato. Yeah, I mean, if someone has kidnapped something. I'm gonna actually try to complete it without blowing the barrels up. I don't know why they're like spazzing out when I get close to them. They're like, "Arr, arr, arr." Ah, shit. It was an accident. Okay, I guess they are like sensitive enough. If you're not careful there, you're gonna explode the barrels. But it's always when I hit the wall, that's when I explode them. But now, for example, I shouldn't be able to go speak to Beak's Fish and get sandwiches. Yeah, see, that's a problem. So it should be Dr. Fish. Um, wait, okay, so maybe I could like have the detective go there and buy sandwiches and then yeah, okay, so we could do this instead of saying like here Pete Beak, then there's this one, Ask Sandwich. We do set task Mega 3 down. Get sleeping ghost Dr. Fish. Audio and video separately? No clue, man. Probably a setting. And here, buy 2 sandwiches from Beaks Fish. Continue here. See, there is clipping there, but I think if we reduce, I don't think the penguin doesn't have to like swing the booty so much as it is doing. I think I'm gonna rework the penguin model a bit there. Because I do think the, unless it's the, no, it's gotta be the penguin booty that's swinging that much. It's not the overall. Yeah, we need to fix the freaking container. God. You sent a video? Did you send it in like fan art or something? Yeah. Yeah. No, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. And I don't think that should be too difficult for me to rework. It's all about rotating the enemies, right? Giving them a bit more of an advantage. I don't know, I guess maybe I've been like too scared of... I think many times I've been too scared of not letting people knock enemies out.